Alright, how is everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Now, the last time I made a video on Tesla stock, we were looking at this at $500. That is actually crazy. So today it's up 11%, and the craziest thing was at its bottom it literally hit 330. I think after hours it was at 310. It hit 310 after hours yesterday. So yeah, it has actually been a crazy week for Tesla stock. It like literally slid down a hill right here. It literally had one of its I think it's had its worst day ever in the history of this stock. And I think the Nasdaq yesterday also had the worst day ever in the history of the Nasdaq as well for a 1 day decrease. So that was actually crazy. If you look at today's chart for Nasdaq, it's actually really good. You look at 3%, right? It's pretty good. But and then you look at the 5 day chart and you see that it literally came down so much yesterday that this is like kind of halfway or almost a recovery, but not fully from yesterday. So that is that. So I'm gonna be talking about what to do with Tesla stock here today. What should you guys be doing if you're holding it? Maybe you want to buy some. Me personally, I actually bought a few shares yesterday, but it wasn't as much as I actually wanted to because I actually expected the stock to continue falling, if not stay the same, because it's still above what it was during the stock split. When they announced the stock split, it's even when it fell to 310, right? Before the stock split, it was under 300 before they announced the stock split. So I was expecting it to at least go where it was usually before the stock split because literally no news had come out before the stock split. So the reason Tesla really fell was a few different reasons. One, obviously they didn't make it to the S&P 500. It was just a mixture of reasons. I don't think there was not like one singular reason why it fell. I just feel like the Nasdaq and tech stocks sold off, so Tesla followed and maybe amplified that quite a bit as well. Now, when we look at today, it actually went up 11%. So that is actually crazy. I did buy some yesterday at 340. Not a lot though. I wanted to buy maybe a little more if it came down. My portfolio size of Tesla, like Tesla makes up most of my portfolio, right? So I didn't want to like overbuy this stock for like diversification reasons, but today we're sitting at 360, right? What should you guys do today? Maybe you haven't gone into it yet. Me personally, so if you guys haven't even gone into the stock and you're looking to get into it, this might be a good time to get into it within the next month or so, because the next month or so it could very well be very volatile. As we saw, the last 2 days have been strictly 10% up, 10% plus down within the last 2 days. So it can easily go down a lot for the next month or so, for next week, or it can go up a lot. If it goes up a lot, I would personally not buy this unless you have to. You just love the company and you like really have to. And I would buy it and just hold for at least 2 to 3 years. That's if you have to buy it if it continues going up. If it continues going like stagnant or down to like low 300s, I would definitely consider picking up a few shares if you're very bullish about it. And once again, I would still hold it for about 1 year if you were to buy it in a dip within the next few days. If you bought it this morning or before today, then you actually did pretty decent. Like I even made a decent amount of returns today, but I don't really care about the short term. I'm obviously investing for the long term, 5 years plus. Obviously I've been in the stock since the 50s 60s, right? Very easily, if it does continue to go up, and you guys aren't completely like bullish in Tesla, you don't know what's going on, you haven't done research. That's why a lot of people who bought, if we look at the monthly chart, a lot of people who bought at 400, 450, 480, 500, all those people really were short-term people. So they, as soon as it started going down, they completely sold off. So hopefully people who actually buy the stock, you're actually buying it for the long term. You're not looking to make a quick trade here and there, unless, I mean, if that's your thing, there you go. But I'm personally holding it for the long term. So right now I'm holding. I'm not buying any more shares at 370. That's just a bit too much. But if it does dip down to early 300s, I might buy a few shares. But even at 370, if you're very long term for this, like if you're 10 years plus, 370 might be kind of a steal for you if you're looking at it like a 10-year plus valuation, right? So that's where it gets a little bit interesting when you're looking at 5 years, 10 years out. 370 might be a steal. You might be looking in 10 years and seeing that this is cheap as hell, if you're looking at future growth coming. So yeah, that is that. In this account, I only have 10 shares. I have a lot more shares in my private account, but basically here today, a lot of tech stocks actually overdid like other kinds of stocks. Now, if you guys are actually looking to sign up and actually start a brokerage, I would definitely recommend to sign up for Webull. Even if you already have a brokerage, I would definitely do this if you're in the US. As long as you live in the US, make sure to sign up for Webull. You'll get a free stock just by depositing $100. I have a link down in the description. You can get up to $1,600. So as long as you're in the US, a lot of people have been trying to sign up, but they're from Canada or they're from Europe. You have to be, unfortunately, in the US. But if you're in the US, you're in luck. Literally just sign up, click the link down below, and deposit 100, and you'll get a free stock up to 1,600. It's actually a really, really good brokerage, and I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, that is that. So yeah, that is pretty much it about that. Nasdaq once again up 3% here today, which is kind of interesting because when you look at the Dow is actually not as good as the Nasdaq when it was the other way around within the last few days. Nasdaq Dow is down 5% for the week, while the Nasdaq is down about 8%, almost double, like literally double what the Dow is. So it's interesting to see kind of a shift, or kind of like a switch up or a shift in money from like the Nasdaq and tech to more of the original value type of companies, right, in the Dow. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.